but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder what it cost me. I threw some shoes in, ice be on my body. I'm never bruising. Hey, yeah, 4 flights, 1 month. Bitch, I'm from the future. Catch this baby going beast mode. She hit me with the nudie. Weapon nail class, find me triple stepping on my scooty. Suck your head, man, cause you know your mommy is my tutor. I'm a tall man, why she tryna get me tall, man? Rubber band, man, can you toss it up? Let the rain, man. Rain dance, take another L with a goofy thought. No chance, love getting money, call it romance. Hey, sussy boys, are you hungry? I see you tryna buy my sound, but it sounded kinda funky. And them dollars made my spidey sense a ring, ring. And that booty on that thought he made me spring. Then I took her to my pad, made her sing. First she asked me for a thing, now she cling. And she's bossy, but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder what it cost me. I threw some shoes in, ice be on my body. I'm never bruising. Hey, let me break it down. I got a bad bitch tryna jump my bones in a booty round. Hey, you see my whips on fleek, yeah. Pink flames, pink Fiat, baby is a treat. Yeah, of course I'm eating all my cells cause they stuff with greens. Yeah, this baby's got the German coochie, really made me scream. So I might just tour the world and grab a bag, I'm really keen. Yeah, really on that goofy shit, but ain't no Charlie Sheen. Hey, sussy boys, are you hungry? I see you tryna buy my sound, but it sounded kinda funky. And them dollars made my spidey sense a ring. And that booty on that thought he made me spring. Then I took her to my pad, made her sing. First she asked me for a thing, now she cling. And she's bossy, but she threw it. Oh, you hella saucy, did you stew it? Wonder what it cost me. I threw some shoes in, ice be on my body. I'm never bruising. Hey.
Baby, no money.
Batter up for a night of epic fun at the Pele Museum's.
Holy. Alright. What up, Ducky? No, I can, but through Streamlabs, it says I'm suspended. But if I use TikTok Live Studio, I can go live to TikTok. Downfall is I can't go live to every other platform that we're on. It'd be TikTok exclusive. So I'm kind of going back and forth. Oh shit, what up, Andre? Yeah, instead of doing so, pretty much while that suspension's happening, I'm just going back and forth. So I'll be live on here for a little bit, take a break, and I'll be live on TikTok for a little bit. Like I know tonight I'm gonna be but yeah, like tonight I'll be on like a crazy long live, just TikTok exclusive. I just got off this map. Alright, see if we can make something happen.
Control. Those objectives need to be secured. Expect a fight. Capturing A. Capturing
the striker. Alright, so no SR loss here.
1 minute remaining.
I always forget people sit in that little fucking corner. It's just wild. It's a 3v4
Seconds remain.
and they're playing like rats. Like what? Like what are we doing? Like imagine being in a 3v4 and you're playing like a rat.
10 seconds remaining. Capturing A. We lost that
Like,
round.
imagine.
Prepare for the next one.
Imagine having 150 score and no kills. Game loves me. If you guys haven't already,
Switching
go check
sides.
out the newest TikTok. Battling against some crims.
Control.
Search and destroy. Came down to round 11, and I got a dev error. It was awesome.
Don't let the objectives fall into enemy hands. Taking A. Enemies attacking Alpha.
Ouch.
Taking A. Final minute. Taking A. Taking B.
Look at that amazing accuracy right there. See that?
Taking A.
Oh, he's sitting on the inside corner. What?
Bravo.
Such a random spot to sit.
Taking A. Taking A.
I love getting shot at by multiple people.
Cruise missile deployed.
Just pull the rival to mess around.
30 seconds left. Taking A.
Why are you top red?
We're down to our last objective.
Look,
Defend
why?
A.
Did y'all just stack? The round could be over already.
Enemies low on reinforcements.
Whee. Not gonna lie, yo. Kinda just running around. Okay, you're not dead.
Taking B.
That's cool. I swear I heard someone. Wow. This dude's really trying his butt off to win. I'm
10
just trying to
seconds.
get off the map.
They're taking B. Enemies at Bravo. They're taking B. Taking contact at Bravo.
Yo, front.
The reinforcements are done. Enemies at Bravo. Be advised you're low on reinforcements. Taking contact at Bravo. Enemies at Bravo. You won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Okay.
Switching sides. Control. Take control of the objective. Capturing A. Enemy movement. Capturing A. A secure. One objective remaining.
Holy, let me shoot straight for once today.
Capturing B. We're attacking Bravo. Capturing B. We're engaging Bravo. Attacking Bravo.
Yo. Man shot my toes.
Remaining. Capturing B. We're engaging Bravo. Capturing B. You're running low on reinforcements. The enemy's running low on reinforcements. Capturing B. 30 seconds remain. We're attacking Bravo. Capturing B. Hostiles are after the objectives. Don't let them close. They're taking A. They're taking B. Contact at Bravo. They're taking A. They're taking A. We have one objective remaining. Keep it secure.
Moving here.
Final minute.
Eyes up. This sector's hot.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile. 10 seconds remaining. Enemies low on reinforcements. At Bravo. They're taking B. Bravo. The mission is complete. Good work.
Yo, that was so bad. Like, what? That was so bad.
this shit forever, but this shit won't feel the same. I've been praying on my knees, hoping God would feel the same. I've been stuck up in these streets, I've been changing on my ways. This shit is really nothing when family is what you lose. All the money in the world couldn't be back on my dues. I can't even trust myself with all these pills that I consume. And there've been way too many times when I could be right with them too. I stay 10 toes down and I promise to never fall. Keep losing my brothers, I promise shit is getting old. My dog was only 20 when he got shot up in the cold. And if I lose another brother, then the body start to roll. I can't go down bad, can't even trust a single soul. Brother dropping them pills and not the one that's making dough. I wanna see my fam make it way up to the top. And if by any means you win the way you end up getting popped, I'ma make it in deep without letting go of my soul. Crazy how the dudes be playing, be the ones you find out so. God, this shit is crazy when you see the ones that fall. And then they tell you all these lies when in reality they told. I can't believe it, starting to deceive it. That fear for no reason, but you told me to believe it. RIP to all my dogs and RIP to the this shit won't feel the same. Praying on my knees, hoping God will feel the same. I've been stuck up in these streets, I've been changing on my ways. This shit is real, money in the world couldn't be back on my dues. I can't even trust myself. RIP the game, I can't even tell you how much. Remind me why I move the way I do, cause they be grimy. Drop RIPs for my niggas, I know we gon' find it. We don't play around for gang, we sliding. Yeah, I'm asking God like why this ain't fair. Still trying to find out why you ain't here. This shit turning me evil, got choppers down in the lair. Heaven or hell, I swear I don't care. When I got arrested, you helped me get out on bond. Remember we was young niggas just kicking shit all the time. Wake me up, I hold this shit up aside. RIP to fallen soldiers, we stepping out on God. All my dogs and RIP to the gang. I thought this shit forever, but this shit won't feel the same. I've been praying on my knees, hoping God would feel the same. I've been stuck up in these streets, I've been changing on my ways. This shit is really nothing when family is what you lose. All the money in the world couldn't be back on my dues. I can't even trust myself with all these pills that I consume. And there've been way too many times when I could be right with them too. RIP to all my dogs and RIP to the gang. I thought this shit forever, but this shit won't feel the same. I've been praying on my knees, hoping God would feel the same. I've been stuck up in these streets, I've been changing on my ways. This shit is really nothing when family is what you lose. All the money in the world couldn't be back on my dues. I can't even trust myself with all these pills that I consume. And there've been way too many times when I could be right with them too.
Get it while you can. Tell her, ooh, baby, don't stop. I'm the shit, I'm the man. Throw it backwards like you moonwalking. I've been acting tough, no Christopher Walken.
Oh, I hope we don't get a late queue. I really don't want to play this map right now. I really don't.
We've been going like we never stopped. Oh, if you want it, then come here and stop it. She wanna know me, all I wanna do is change the topic. Just leave me alone. Hey, you call her Mary Poppins. I just wanna meet my bro and get the bottles poppin'. I just wanna buy some clothes up and label copping. I just want my own home. I've been stuck in my dome. Let's escape from the soul. What's up? We've been going like we never stopping, yeah. We've been going like you never seen, yeah. People in my circle get it poppin', yeah. And I'ma run it up like it's an option. Top shit, flip it like an auction. Bloods on my halo over this off shit. Damn, I'm an angel lost inside a mosh pit. Man, need a cable, lead me to the plug, bitch. Man, going crazy.
Oh, thank you. Play this.
My name, please don't wear it out. Drugs in my veins, I'm an addict now. Give me the keys to your parents' house.
Andre, I don't know if you can hear me, but what do you think? Should we cut this live short, take about 30-45 minute break, and then just do a long TikTok live? Should we do like both multiplayer and Resurgence, or should I just do multiplayer? What do you think?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Way I rock a body in that bed, oh it's atrocious. Couple addies on focus. 90 swag by I tell the puppet like she Mary Poppins. Oh, we been going like we never stopped. Oh, if you want it, then come on. Just leave me alone. I ain't gonna but I'm working hard to be rich as fuck, and I'm distracted browsing my phone. You hate the I hate the fact I never kept my promise to stay the same no matter what I profit. You say you miss a man you fell in love with, then it hurts to know you think I'm changing constant. I'm sorry, no, this year has been up and down. I'm blessed that baby you love me. My emotions have shut down. She asking what the fuck are we? I hurt you bad, coming home fighting worse than last. Ignore feelings, then I turn my back, crying on the floor. She tells me I don't know love. You don't really treat me like you should. I say I know love. Be a better man, I know I could. I'm trying to grow up. Sorry for the hold up. Hate when you don't show up. Girl, it really hurts me when you say that I don't know love. You don't really treat me like you should. I say I know love. Be a better man, I know I could. I'm trying to grow up. Sorry for the hold up. Hate when you don't show up. Girl, it really hurts me when you say friends saying just leave me. Both know it ain't easy, 'cause every time we had ups and downs, we worked it down. You believe me? I know I need to stop saying sorry, start changing how I'm gonna act. Yeah, going back to my old ways ain't gonna keep us intact. Now why you gotta pack, girl? I really mean it. Sick of the fast life, wanna take the scenic. Say you won't believe me till I prove it. You can see it here. You call me the meanest, but I leave the cut untreated. No, it's only me to blame. I've been caught up with the change. I've been caught up with the game. Guess I really missed out trying to be rich now. That ain't really shit for a girl that would stay. Yeah, baby, just wait. Know you upset, you don't trust that. I ain't gonna just break. When you undress, you just suspect. I don't think that we make love, babe. I swear it. Work on us and no one never perish. Once I make it, then we'll fly to Paris, and I'll never hear you say I don't think you know love. You don't really treat me like you should. I say I know love. Be a better man, I know I could. I'm trying to grow up. Sorry for the hold up. Hate when you don't show up. Girl, it really hurts me when you say that I don't know love. You don't really treat me like you should. I say I know love. Be a better man, I know I could. I'm trying to grow up. Sorry for the hold up. Hate when you don't show up. Girl, it really hurts me when you say yeah.
You don't know love. You don't know love. You don't know love. Show me that you know love, baby. Show me that you know love. Yeah.
She tells me I don't know love. You don't really treat me like you should. I say I know love. Be a better man, I know I could. I'm trying to grow up. Sorry for the hold up. Hate when you don't show up. Girl, it really hurts me when you say that I don't know love. You don't really treat me like you should. I say I know love. Be a better man, I know I could. I'm trying to
There's a deal on your fave just waiting for you in the McDonald's app. It's just sitting there.
Last one,
right now.
Yeah, you. Right side. Absolutely, that. Nice. Count along. You're so mierda! Mierda! Fucking dog
One last major before championship weekend.
Fight boxes, threw a stunt, got 3 kills.
Ghosty, last-second heroics, about to get overrun. That pillar, he is working some magic, but only so much you can do. But this might be enough to get number 3. Can't get it done. LAG, top 3.
Top 3 at Major 4. Talk about peaking at the right time.
That is Flames and LAG locking in their spot at Championship Sunday as they take down LA Thieves yesterday. Welcome in. It is the final night here at Major 4. We've got Chris Puckett, Alley Cat, and Nameless at the desk. And Alley Cat, for anyone who missed the earlier days, we saw crazy upsets on day 1, but yesterday things started to go back to our normal order.
Yeah, nothing kind of compares to LAG taking down Toronto in day number 1. But now we've kind of settled the storm. We have 3 of our top 4 teams make it into Sunday, and New York Subliners still looking for their first chip of the year to join the other 3.
3 of our Power 4 are here on Sunday. Let's take a look at the overall standings, Nameless, and talk me through the scenario that you're looking at here on Champ Sunday Major 4.
Well, first of all, can I just say I am fired up. It's going to get lit in here. I can't wait to see if Scrap actually fights one of his opponents. No, I'm just kidding. We don't want that, but it will be spicy. And as you can see, our standings on the season going into Champs, our 8 are locked, and LAG can actually move up and pass the Surge with a huge win and get themselves a better seed.
Seeds are on the line for the big picture. That's Champs coming up on July 18th. Before that, though, we need to pass out some serious money, Alley Cat. Let's break it down, because that trophy isn't the only thing you're walking home with.
That trophy is absolutely beautiful. I just want to open up and say that, but there's still a lot of money to be had. You are right, Chris. First place, 150 racks. We all remember the song from Atlanta FaZe last year, and they have been racking it up this season.
This bracket has been so fun to watch, as both teams that are now in your winner's final, you have just 1 map loss from the Gorillas. That was from Ultra in their first series. On the other side, FaZe has blanked the Subliners and the Surge, so a showdown that we don't know what's going to happen. We have a feeling the stats are pointing to FaZe, but no one has ever thought Gorillas were going to get to this point.
But low-key, LAG has beat Atlanta FaZe before online. We all remember that one, so maybe this is the worst pull if you're an Atlanta FaZe fan, to get LAG.
Right, before we get to that winners bracket finals, Allie, we got to talk about Toronto versus Subliners. So, because Ultra, after getting bopped by the Gorillas in the opening round, have started a bit of a terror through this elimination bracket. You look at their start, they 3-0'd Carolina. Second round, they 3-1 their opponent, but then in the final series last night, they went 3-2. Are we worried at all for Toronto Ultra coming into Champ Sunday?
Yeah, I think for Toronto Ultra, I mean, it's been sloppy every single series, right? I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. And, you know, for these guys, they have had some huge moments throughout these series where, you know, you get to the Game 5 invasion, you haven't played in over a month, but Scrap gets that ace round 1. So they just have the playmakers to get it done, even if it gets a little close down the stretch. For Toronto Ultra, they've been improving with every single match, and we've seen some big moments from all their players. Can they do it up against a tough New York, who's been one of the best, if not the best, hardpoint team here?
They took care of business against Seattle last night. Tonight, they take on the Subliners. Alley Cat, this is 2 of our Power 4 squads. We expect Scrap to be running his mouth, right?
Absolutely. On his feet, everything. After that loss to LAG, I'm sure he's feeling it more than anybody, but it's also like the search and destroy has been unreal for him recently. 1.46, and that was their weakest game mode heading into this. So if he can keep up that slaying, and as the series have gone on, their search and destroys have gotten much stronger. It's gone from round 11s to now round 9s to then round 7s that they're closing out these S&Ds versus the New York Subliners that is also struggling in that game mode. So it'll come down to who wins that game 5.
One of 2 players to have a 1.1 or better across all game modes. Scrap, it's pretty easy to talk trash when you're playing like that. On the other side, Hydra has been trying to brute force his team into a grand final. Yesterday, we interviewed him. He said, I can't even talk. I can't think. He was dealing with the migraine. What hurts when you have a migraine? Light and sound. He dealt with all of that while still putting up 36 kills to seal the deal and earn their spot on Champ Sunday.
Man, guys, he has been
Sheila just dropped your Discord off.
He's averaging almost 5,000 damage in hardpoint throughout the stage. He's the #1 HP player when it comes to damage and KD. He has been ridiculous, and yesterday was an SMG clinic. You know, you got participation out of Kismet, you had the huge play from Sibin, the control, everything that you needed to see if you're a New York fan. Right now, you are so elated with how they've been playing at the perfect time of the season. The hardpoint feels full.
No game 5s.
No game 5s. The hardpoint feels very reminiscent of when they were dominant in the game mode. Last year, they're 6-1 right now overall, and their average margin, their fundamentals have seriously been on point. And when the slaying is there, well, you get 100-point clubs like we saw yesterday versus the LA Thieves. And not only that, they're all putting up the damage. It's not just Hydra. And that map number 3 versus LA Thieves, every member of New York Subliners had 6K damage. So this is the New York that we've been waiting to see and that could possibly take a chip.
Now, on our overall standing, Subliners are looking currently locked for that 4th seed. Even if they win out here, I don't think they catch Optic. So we're looking at that 4 versus 5 potentially at Champs. Are they going to play LAG or Seattle Surge in the opening round?
I think they'll be playing Seattle Surge, Chris. I think LAG, they've had a great run, but they're running into an Atlanta FaZe who look pretty much flawless everywhere as well. So for LAG, though, you never know. I just think Atlanta have the edge.
They've already accomplished their goal, Ali, and that was to lock in for Champs here. Now they're playing for money. They've got 200 points. They're guaranteed to be above LA Thieves and Miami Heretics, who are both out of the tournament. So let's talk about the best case scenario for the Gorillas. What can they bring to the table today? Can they shock another Powerhouse 4 squad in Atlanta FaZe?
Absolutely. They've done it before, right? We talked about their match against Atlanta FaZe. I had to dye my hair purple. It was a whole thing. And now they come to this event and they knock out Toronto Ultra, one of the top 2 favorites in day number 1. So if they can continue with the showing that they've given us the past 3 days, they can absolutely beat Atlanta FaZe. The problem, though, is just how dominant FaZe has looked throughout the entirety of this LAN weekend.
Nameless, you win the winners bracket finals, you're guaranteed top 2, you're making more money than you have the entire season combined.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And like, look where they have found themselves. I mean, guys, they're 5-0 across hardpoint and search and destroy in this tournament. You beat Toronto Ultra, who look unreal, and you go and you 3-0 the LA Thieves, one of your direct competition, and they're just all smiles, man. Like, this is unknown territory for some of these guys. You got a couple of rookies on here and some players like DiamondCon and Fame who haven't had these deep runs in a tournament. So, nevertheless, this is good experience going into Champs, and also your hardpoint's been great.
Which is shocking because hardpoint hasn't really been their strong suit. So the fact they're able to hit that stride here is really important. And for LAG, Chris, you asked what the best case scenario is. They need to win at least one more match before they go home. Whether they lose to Atlanta FaZe, go down to losers bracket and win there, because they do not want to play Optic round number 1 at Champs.
I mean,
or do they?
Okay, no.
Optic got boppity-bopped out with the 12 seed.
But that was without the home crowd buff. You put Optic Texas on LAN in Texas. I don't know, man. The green wall might give them a little extra.
Whether there's a crowd or not, Atlanta FaZe is going to be in your grand final, I have a feeling. If they keep playing the way they did earlier in this weekend, Abizi looks like the best player in the entire venue. And then you look at his teammates, their stats, top 3, top 5 across the board. FaZe has put on a dominant showing. They haven't dropped a single map all of our major 4 LAN.
Yeah, well said, Chris. I think when Abizi looks like this, they are the scariest team of all time
yeah.
in Call of Duty history. I really mean that because Sim's having an MVP year. We all know that. He's our front runner by a decent margin, mind you. And Abizi throughout this tournament, especially in their last match, was a man on a mission. The tandem was on point, and then their search and destroy. That's what they set out to fix throughout this stage. They have totally fixed it. They've been unbelievable. I think it's 9-1 their last 10. Atlanta FaZe feeling strong.
I love that shout because Atlanta FaZe is already disgusting. They're already an undefeated team, but also Abe is always a consistent player. He's always a good player, but when he starts putting numbers like 38 and 18 in a high-rise control, 13 and 5 in search and destroy, it feels like Atlanta FaZe is already impossible to beat. But if Abe just becomes the best player in the world, it is literally dynasty level.
Yeah, they're facts. They're impossible to beat if he plays like that.
Can we also call out the fact that they pulled off an execution in search and destroy? Not only are they winning,
they're
winning with style.
They're toxic.
We love Atlanta FaZe, and we love the energy seen from Simp in this tournament, getting up, yelling at his opponent. He did it on day one. Is he going to be able to do it against LAG? You look at these numbers, Alley Cat. You not only have Simp at number 1, Abizi 2, Celium 3.
They're just hot potatoing.
The next best player is Scrap from Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, they're just kind of trading top spot. Like, okay, Celium's always been on this leaderboard. It's time Simp, it's time for Abizi. I'm looking for Draza in that top 10, though.
Now, we picked our MVPs a little bit early for Major 4. The candidates after day 1, it was Simp. I think Abizi is definitely in the running, but one of these two has had such an impact every single game. Let's start here with Chris Lair. Why do you think he is in the running for MVP of Major 4?
Just dominance throughout the season. You know, with Simp, we're talking about potentially the greatest player to ever grace the sticks in Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
From an individual talent standpoint, and also from an ongoing career of great accolades, right? They're on the road to winning this major, and he has been frying. He's still number 1. Some of the highlight plays have been from Abizi, but Simp has been too consistent.
Atlanta FaZe used to that winner's bracket final spot. On the other side of this matchup, Estriel, the rookie, isn't just in the running for Rookie of the Year. He's also in the running for Major 4 MVP.
Absolutely, and that's crazy because he's ran under the radar throughout the entirety of this year, and his teammates are the ones kind of making that point of like, Estriel needs to be in this Rookie of the Year conversation at.
Yeah, now Estriel has the highest average placing of any rookie, and he also has the highest placing of any rookie on the year. So he has forced his way in. You can't deny it. If they're to come in and get a match win today and he performs, he might lock it up.
If you're looking for a subliner player, no one has been more valuable to the team than Hydra.
Unbelievable.
This man popped off all of yesterday, showcasing his ceiling, a 1.39. That is right behind Simp across the board, dropping 30 kills every 10 minutes, Howie. That leads the league right now on land.
Hydra is just unreal. It doesn't matter the game. It doesn't matter who he's playing against. Hydra is unreal. It doesn't matter he has a migraine. I think one of my favorite things about Hydra is in this environment, we've been able to sit out here and really listen to all the comms during these matches. Hydra is the loudest player on New York Subliners. He is constantly player counting. He is constantly telling his teammates to stay alive and what he's doing. He is just an all-around extremely talented player.
As a man who enjoys high stakes, I love the numbers that are expected out of this guy. Scrap's stats have been dominant, a 1.2, but a 91.1 Slayer rating. He's dropping some of the most damage of any players in the tournament. Nameless, are you taking his overs or his unders today?
I'm taking this guy's overs every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Listen, Scrap is extraordinary, man. The guy talks so much trash and backs it up, and like every single time you need him to make the big play, he's doing it. And also the margin between AR statistics, him and the rest of the league is downright ridiculous. Scrap is him.
Scrap is that guy. Toronto Ultra taking the stage first against the New York Subliners. That is first of 4 fights here on our championship Sunday. We'll also have our winners final against Atlanta FaZe and LAG. That's right. That's not a typo. That's LA Gorillas in your winners final. We'll, of course, close things out around 4:30 to 6 with our grand finals. Final thoughts before we send it to break, Alley Cat.
I just can't wait to get these matches started. Do we have to go to a break?
Nameless?
It's coming home, baby.
You didn't even answer.
You don't even know what I'm talking
Do we have
about.
to go to a break?
I'm waiting for the answer.
Yeah, we have to.
I think it's true. We're going to a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about that first battle of the day. It's New York taking on Toronto for a spot in the top 3.
Nice, good map, man. Nice, good shit. Come on. What are those guys doing on the map?
I'm interested in making as opposed to making friends. Double bags, I've been paranoid having a safe so take a check. Finishing this drink should only take a sec. But Mark just cut me off and told me that I go on stage in 10. Walk out to my own shit on the main event. Vinci my cologne after the show, she told me that shit was a favorite sense. Rent a van in spacious, we could take it friends. What happened next, you could take a guess.
It's Championship Sunday live from Major 4, and we're kicking off our elimination bracket to start off the day. It's going to be the New York Subliners taking on Toronto Ultra, two of our Powerhouse 4 squads. Toronto already with a trophy. They did that back at Major 1, looking to make it 2 on the year. On the other side, New York has been playing like England, nameless. They get down early, but they come punching back at the end.
Yeah, they really have been. I mean, New York are on a great hardpoint run, 6 straight hardpoint W's with Hydra absolutely flying at the top of his game. And when we get to maps and modes, they're feeling pretty good about the HPs, Chris.
Players all ready to go, Allie, so we're just going to jump right into our maps and modes. And I know you've been running the numbers. Who do you think has the stats advantage coming into this matchup?
Well, traditionally, I would say Toronto Ultra because how deep their map pool has been, but they've been losing a lot of their map picks. So I look at this layout, I'm leaning towards New York Subliners. I see they've got that Vista map number 1. I'm thinking about the SMGs running wild.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, New York's 5-1, the last 6 Vistas, they're feeling good in this stage. And then, you know, for Toronto Ultra, they've been losing Karachi. Losses like to LAG, to Seattle on that map. So New York feeling good.
New York with an extra fan behind them tonight. That's FaZe Gersh up in the stands watching over the elimination bracket. It's time for our Scuff Pick'ems, though. The players are ready to go, so let's make this fast and furious, starting with Alley Cat. You've been on it this tournament. Where are you going for 155?
Dude, they got an Atlanta FaZe warm-up today. I've got to go with the New York Subliners in this one.
FaZe warmed up the Subliners.
Do a vibe check, bro. Dang, man. Paco has carried me in a rank. I'm going to go with the New York Subliners.
That's crazy.
New York has made me enough money. It's time for Toronto to bring home the bacon. I'm going Toronto Ultra to power into the top 3.
They're not even giving you no hype.
Jamie, I'm not going to do it to you today. I'm sticking with Toronto Ultra. That's going to do it for us here at the desk. Let's send it down to the Colorado Kid, Mr. Chance and his buddy Miles.
Wow, the Colorado Kid. I quite like that one. That's right, man. Wow, elation, not only from England fans, but also from the New York Subliners dugout, as all of those cheers came through. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful Sunday. And what a great match we had ahead of us.
And it's a great start already. I love Nameless just backing down immediately. Hydra stares him down for 5 seconds, and it left him shook. Potentially for good reason. Hydra, a demon on this map, but Kleenex, the man with the kill record. 2 of the best teams in the world getting after it in Vista. The perfect start for both squads.
Just the most high energy output we could expect from 2 of the best teams in the world to start Championship Sunday. Hard point, though. Again, the Monster Energy pregame there for the Subliners. Oh, it's been good. It's been great for Ultra for so long. Wherever way you're leaning, this is going to be a magnificent map. Here we go, folks. Map 1 of this Elim bracket matchup here on Sunday starts now.
Yeah, and these are 2 juggernaut teams as well. So Call of Duty fans eating good on this Sunday.
Yum, yum.
And again, Kleenex with a kill record, a terrifying prospect in Hydra and Kismet. You know what these guys can do. Off the opening break, though, as expected, everybody getting tagged up, trades. Rolling through immediately. Subliners maybe have the extra man advantage, but still collecting the time, easier said than done.
I really hope you guys can hear Sender back home. He's popping off. They've been the loudest man in the venue for a few days now as Hydra finds more kills. 2 in a row for Hydra, 2 for Sib, 2 for Kiz. Great start once again from New York.
For everything except that spawn, Envoy's going to spawn in the back, and the awareness on Subliner is going to be tested in this moment. They're making a half read, but as the kill's rolling through, well, the read's on point. Sib there 3 in a row. Subliner's know exactly what direction to look.
No.
This is the perfect start for him. A 30, maybe 40-point lead going into new, and they're going to be there first. New York Subliners, that warm-up came in handy.
Ooh, fantastic. 5 in a row for Sib. One more. You know what happens, folks. That's right, a cruise missile. Scrap, you're the man. Will we find it? Oh my God, he does. Cruise secured. Hardpoint time secured. Massive lead on its way.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out that the Toronto Ultra, they have had the Subliners number this year online.
Oh my God.
On land, the Subliners beat them 3-0, and right now they are beating them down. Sib a 7-0 start, Scrap 0-4. Man's not shooting his gun.
Yeah, we haven't really spawned in just yet. Ultra, it's not an ideal situation to be in. We're still holding this all together, and there we go. Finally, the right shade of purple goes the feed. Kleenex with a nice 2 in a row. Pressure straight on the spawns. Lovely work again. Scrap gets himself on the board as well. It's all looking up for Ultra.
Yeah, and Ultra may be able to clear out a little bit of space, but that rotation again. New York Subliners, they've been ahead of it. Maybe Kismet, well, barked a little bit more than he bit. Is going to fall, and he is going to spawn out. So Subliners going to have to hold on to the back spawns with only 3 players.
Yeah, look for a crazy comeback, folks. This is the map where it happens. Will our teams in the yellow and the purple be able to keep things together? New hard points up. It's the bar, and it's always a banger. Insight 5 and 5. We're pulling it back slowly but surely for the Ultra boys. You've had a tiny bit of slowdown in production for the Subliners. Nothing to be worried about, though. Again, they have got a lot of control right now. An edge in here towards the break. All from down low. Here comes Kiz. Straight into Insight. 1 man up through the back door. That's going to be an easy break for now. Oh, and the battle through mid is again. So Insight trying to get it done alone. 1 more to deal with on the point.
Yeah, that positioning from Insight perfect as well. Puts himself in the front of the steps, so the moment he gets shot in the back, he just gets out of dodge and lets his teammates clean up the kills. Envoy, well, positioning not perfect. It was near Piano, but it is the Dolphin Dive of Kismet that sends him through the window. And right now, Kismet, the most important man to stay alive. Scrap, he started 0-5. Tried to get the comeback, but it's Kismet making the better plays.
We've seemed to have lost our mojo, Scrap. 5 and 7, though. He's looking for it at the very least. Kiz losing that when they're in the point. Kleenex can't catch Sib out there. So watching the feed, all that shade of yellow.
And big pressure on Sib as well, because he does not have any help in this moment. He's going to have all of Ultra staring him down, and Scrap backs him down. Envoy gets traded, so it's ARs on one side, SMGs on the other. But Skies wins the gunfight for the spawns and Subliners. Well, everything under lock and key now. 40 seconds left on this hill. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, great time. We're laughing so far. Final 30. Trade's complete. Subliner's got the man advantage. Oh, Kleenex would have been ideal, but that is a big win. That secures the time. Now the spawns for Ultra far, far away.
And now, for anyone that paid attention to the record of the Subliners on this map, obviously it is near perfect. The one last they had was 2 Toronto Ultra, and it was a massive comeback that Ultra actually made. But honestly, at this point, it might be required. A 60-point gap between these 2 teams. Subliners, I mean, they're just running away with this game. Good news for Toronto, though. They got a 4-man set up around this new time.
See if they can hold on to it. The breaks have been good for the Subliners. We'll play this real slow. Scrap in position. Hydra has been in for a while. And this is certainly going to help proceedings towards the new hard point. Whether it's a player on the point, player on the bridge, that's your ass.
Oh, those gunfights were huge, and you dodged the cruise missile. Toronto Ultra, by the way, have the best cruise missile dodges in this tournament. That's the 3rd one, even on an outdoor hill that's collected nothing. But even if the cruise missile failed, hey, just do it with your gun. Subliners, just run them over.
Run them over. 1 more here on the point. Oh, Envoy goes down. Takes 1 with him, buys a little bit of time. Spawns are close, but they're up in red. And oh, nearly a second for Kiz there. Kleenex managed to get on towards that point. Now guns up, son. A nice 2-piece there for Toby.
What a completely mixy hill as well. It's not the cruise missile that breaks down the gun skill, but then Ultra surge through and just take it right back. 10 seconds as well to collect for the scrap time. Not too shabby. Toronto going to get it, and they should get to this new time first.
Well, will they get to the new time? We'll find out. Let's go for a listen in.
Rails. Yeah, and rails. And then mid. One table, one's like burger side.
Close time, China, Sip. Take rats. I'm going left.
One's already mid. Already play mid, lay mid.
It's top P2, top P2. You can play towards top.
Challenge out of time, one shot.
Top P2 still.
I don't see him. We caught time. He's not there.
I'll show you from bridge.
I'll see P2.
One bridge, one time.
Bridge in time. One more time. He's our side.
Our table.
Slow down.
I spawned out P3. On desk.
One's mid. Scaff. He's on a 5 again, bro. He still has a streak as well.
Alright.
Or, I don't know. No, he doesn't. He's one off.
I just low left. Our table, weak sip, and short.
Short, weak.
Yeah, he's low bridge, guys. Kiss. Go on rocks, okay?
He was short.
Yeah. He could already be new.
Short's gonna like burger.
Top
short right now.
Short.
And burger.
Still over kiss, bro.
I want short as well.
Only
one time. My kiss is
short. What? Dead. I kill traded. Kiss.
Nice.
We're looking for one. Sky.
Trying to help hold.
Alright, let's. Cheney's 2 health, yeah?
Stun mid.
Could go mid.
I'm mid.
Could go low left. Scrap.
Native mid. Sib. Already table. 2.
Oh, no. Sky's not new.
Try and help scrap.
Let me dead.
Couch is weak. Their side. Hit him once. Hit once.
Nice. Big
Stay alive. P1, okay? Gotta be more than one, bro. I just want deep. He's gonna be pushed up burger. Hydra's probably in
He's
burger.
out of time.
Trash, weak, kiss.
And yeah, in burger. Mid stairs.
Table, one shot.
Stay alive.
Mid stairs.
Mid
stairs, one trash.
Two left. One went P1.
Are you?
Couch dead.
I already burger.
Catches.
Burger me.
Burger, then.
I spawn out, bro. I can pin.
One to be in the back. One to be in the back.
They're gonna spawn blue, probably.
I'm blocking back the
Probably.
tower.
Yeah,
Top burger.
top
Top
burger.
burger, weak.
Time is one shot. Absolute left side time.
Oh, we're low. Or flowers. I'm just staying up, bro.
See flowers?
He's low flowers.
You want on me?
Could be top tier.
You want me dead?
Okay.
Nice.
They know where
Their side. I have been.
Low in the corner.
Their side dead.
Standard listening there from Ultra. Not able to get anything too crazy out of it, but we're just enjoying the stat lines for all the players. Everyone's shooting here on the side of the subliners. Even Skies at 10 and 10 with the rest of his teammates running away.
Yeah, man has his feet up, and that is best case scenario. But you already know in the comms from Ultra, they keep it calm because they know. They have proven that they can make these comebacks. CleanX, by the way, winning massive gunfights on the rotation. And unfortunate for Scrap, couldn't finish the kill. All bodies up, they're pouring through mid.
Ultra still trailing, still behind. Big rotation. Insight holds down one. Pressure now on. The martyrdom nade is going to pay off, or will it? Oh, damage to the Sib. Enough for Envoy to get in there. Can he get Skies as well? He does. That's the break. Last man in Ultra.
Yeah, hell of a try there from the subliners, but ends up just a man down. And now Envoy cutting off the reinforcements. So Hydra, the first man aggressive, might have to take his time just a little bit. You see Insight picking up the flank at the right time. Cruise missile number 2 coming in from New York.
Yeah, Sib has managed to find another. Takes care of Envoy down low. Insight picked up also. That's a big break. 25 seconds left on this one. All subliners.
And that's such a good route by Hydra in the meantime. Setting up the cruise missile play. He pushed all the way through the back to block and now take those spawns. So the most important rotation in the game, subliners to set themselves up for success.
War spree as well for Hydra. Looking for another cruise missile. Here comes number 5. That is disgusting. And he empties the mag. Dumps it into Insight. Over 200 points now we go. Brand new hard point.
Yeah, Uno reverse card on that route. That is disturbingly good stuff right now. Subliners in their flow state. Subliners with the spawns as well. And Sid, best case scenario, you just want this man posted and to gun these players down. Toronto, literally no one is nearby.
I know. This is tough. One man trickle through the middle of the map. It's going to be trades. And the other side, the flank covered. That's Hydra's win. 30 seconds remaining. This could be game if Toronto don't get involved. One more big hit from the stairwell. You've got to get things flying, lads. Contest done. Sib, 4. It's 30 kills now on the map. The clock's still ticking. Quick contest. There's Insight down. Sib wants another cruise.
This is just too easy. Not even close. And what a way to set the tone. Their only map loss, the only stain on their record is when they gave up the lead at Toronto Ultra. Not this time. This has been an absolute beatdown. And Sib, main factor why 31 kills. Him and Hydra, they have picked Ultra apart.
Yeah, Sib's trying to push 6k damage here. That's back to another massive string of kills. CleanX holding it down though. We've not relinquished control just yet. Sib on that flank, 32. Here comes the final few seconds. Ultra, last ditch attempt from upstairs. Insight, tagged up, brought down. That is that, folks. Game. New York subliners.
And they just get a giggle and have a little laugh, but focus up for the S&D. But that is the best way you can start that hard point. That is a clinical effort, and again, subliners a near perfect record on that map. Might have left Toronto a little dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded indeed. They've certainly come out today looking a little slow, a little flat, and I think that's sort of you're in the losers bracket, fellas. You can't really do that. We'll see what happens now for the boys of Ultra. The comms is calm and as clear as ever, Chance. You wouldn't know that they're in any kind of crisis situation. But going down that hard and that fast, there on Vista, it does leave couple of questions here. Ultra, you got enough in the tank to bounce back?
Well, keep in mind, right, it is 2 top teams at the end of the year. They have fine-tuned all of their gameplay, and so much of this comes down to the map picks that we have in this series. Vista, obviously, that's Subliner's strongest one. They wanted it for the map one. They got it, took full advantage of it, but that does mean for the S&D we're about to go to, it's Toronto's map pick as well. So we might just be trading maps back and forth, maybe a Game 5 on the horizon, but certainly on a momentum front. Hydra stared Nameless down on the main stage, and whatever he saw in his eyes told him Subliners are winning it, so maybe they want to carry that momentum into the map too, because things were looking fierce.
He did make Nameless rethink his pick. He had Ultra winning this, and Hydra gave him the eyes. Well, this is the highlights. You can see some of the eyes in there as Hydra. The flow state was very much there. Again, the sort of fast and very fluid gameplay that you expect at the top level. New York Subliners putting on a great show there. Ultra definitely not happy to be here on Vista. Hydra, moments like that, again, it's just cut-off kills on spawns. Kismet nearly finding that too. And Skies, we were sort of making fun of Skies having his feet up and whatnot, but realistically, he's doing everything right. He's in the hard point for the most amount of time for his team by far. He's winning big gunfights in rotation, and he's making sure that spawns are all good. So Skies, foundation or fundamental play, absolutely sublime.
And it's only spawns half the time. The other half of the time, he's in the hill, but his teammates doing such a good job of pushing everything out. He just never had to get involved. So that is best case scenario through and through. And you always talk about Hydra's like sort of flowy gameplay. I really like that second cruise missile call where we're watching him push through the back. He had no interest in a gunfight, no interest in even trying to break or go on a pinch, literally running the back just to block the spawns because he knows the cruise missile is going to get the kill. Everything Hydra does has intent on the map. He's just so fluid. Like, he's faster than we can even perceive things. He's genuinely so quick. And again, fantastic work by Subliners. You get the lead. You never look back.
Yeah, never look back. Truly a wonderful gap there in the game flow, folks. You saw there was no real looking back. Close moments, but not enough, folks. Not enough. They're in map number 1 with the Subliners. Very happy with that one. And again, you can't hear it, but I can. Everyone going roaring there in their dugout. Sender is a very, very big fan, I think, of his team.
Toe-to-toe with him and ended up beating him in round 11. We saw the adjustments they're willing to make. We know Kleenex is going to be dominating the water side of the map, so I know New York is a team that has certainly done their homework, but Ultra, an extremely lethal threat, very well coordinated. They can take down the best, and that means they might very well be the best.
We'll have to find out. LAG and Atlanta FaZe waiting in the wings, seeing the result of this match as well. Monster Energy pregame there for Ultra. As you can see, it is search and destroy. Look at those retakes as well. Massive work here at Major 4. The retakes have been essential because we do see a lot of bombs planted on 6-star. Very, very common occurrence.
It is quite literally the most retake map. I mean, occasionally teams on defense will like spread the map, play for picks, but it's more or less we're squaring up at one site. If they don't show up, we'll make the moves after the fact. So Ultra, a very well orchestrated team. We've seen them go for the retakes on both sides of the board as well. So I don't know how much like novelty or creativity we're going to see. It is genuinely a team that has it down like machinery. Of course, though, New York Subliners, the actual most creative search team we have in the league. These guys are pulling out the ordnance gloves. They're teaching Kleenex new wall bang spots on Karachi. They just know more than everybody else, and maybe 6-star, they can teach us something new.
One of the major difference makers they had in the MW2 seasons. Secrets, sneaky, dirty secrets that they applied magnificently at the right time as well. Will they do it again this season? Back-to-back world champs. No one's done it yet. New York could be the first. We'll find out what happens, though, as these boys, quite simply, after that map, should be on Cloud 9. Hey, did you see what I did there, folks? Yeah, let's get into the game, shall we? Search and destroy on its way. As we delve in a 6-star for some more shenanigans. And that, I mean, it's a ridiculous building. The more you think about it, how high up it is, how open the windows are. There's no netting, there's no safety. That infinity pool just off into the distance. And at this height, can you even imagine how loud the wind would be? It wouldn't be nice at all.
Even for the fish, like, they're just at altitude. There's no reason for it. Those poor little guys, they're just getting a view. But again, 6-star S&D, phenomenal record there from Ultra. 7-2. It is their map pick, and now that they're down 0-1. Kismet's role to try to keep that man contained.
4v4 retake situation. Let's put the stats to the test. Owies go the frag grenades. No trophies to be found yet. Stuns, you name it, everything's landing, but we're not going yet. Kismet on the flank. Kismet picks up 1 through the smoke. 2. Last man alive, Kleenex, and he has been red. And will he be dead? No, he will not. It's now a 1v2.
Yeah, nothing Kleenex can do in that moment. That is a perfect round one coming in from the New York Subliners. And again, you have Toronto Ultra #1 on the retakes in the game. You trust yourself to be able to get the bomb down. It's all about the strategy after the fact. And Kismet's going to have a big responsibility on his shoulders. It is dealing with Kleenex, getting the timing on the flanks. You even saw Sib rotate back to help him out. As soon as there is no pressure, you pierce through the middle of the map. You trust the comms from your teammates, and they get it done perfectly. That is as good as things can get for an offensive round. The communication on point.
Again, you know, you've seen enough footage now. You know how Ultra like to play. Kleenex typically the end of the snake, and right now the island man. You can pick him up. You sort of know where you stand here in the lineup of the rest of the Ultra players. Down low on the sneaky plat, Hydra. In sight with the big eyes towards the middle of the map. And that bomb is going to go through, possibly through Secret, but we'll wait. Again, this back lane towards B, wide open still, so options yet for Toronto Ultra with a minute on the clock.
And I think right now Ultra might just be trying to make a little noise at B to bait out this rotation through. But no one's bid on anything just yet. No one's going for the jump ups. Envoy dropping the bomb. He's looking to make a play.
Here, hold my bag. I'm going in. That is brilliant work. Sensational.
And look at the timing, too. As soon as Hydra starts wrapping it out, that's when Envoy makes the jump. But, hey, Kismet's getting active as well. Unfortunately for Kiz, I don't know if he's going to read Insight, but Insight has also just let him through. So right now, New York have a 3v2 round A.
Yeah, this is all good. It's a 3v1 now around A.
God.
Wait, they've left the bomb site. Scrap. Left alone here. Starting to connect. Guns up. Or maybe just dips. Waiting for the reinforcements to arrive through middle. This is an awkward round for Ultra.
Yeah, it's a full race, too. Insight's going to play the cutoff man, trying to look for any bit of extra information, and he's got it, and he's got the gunny. Headshot multiplier giving you a 2v2.
That's the plant. Here we go.
Oh, they
saw him. He saw them as well. Guns up and ready for the fight. Scrap now in a 1v2.
He needed him a clutch. MVP candidate for the 1 versus 2. He had contact on both players.
Oh, my God.
He just runs at him. Oh. Look at that read from New York. Kismet right now is in his bag.
He has won 2 of the opening engagements against Kleenex and makes the perfect read onto Scrap. A simple defuse for the New York Subliners. 2 minutes 38 into the game, 2 rounds down.
And for those of us that recall last year how Subliners sort of like a top team, but like roughly middle of the pack throughout the better part of the MW2 season, by the end of the year, they just leveled up their S&D gameplay. And right now on 6-star, they are just playing mind games. Kismet getting to sit back and analyze. He's got 5 kills, all of which are non-traded. Man's on point. He is reading Toronto like a book.
Like a book. Like a really, really well-made hardback book. Maybe with a cool little QR code that takes you to behind-the-scenes book content. Subliners just having a fantastic time here on 6-star.
I was thinking they might play aggressive on Sib as well. You got Envoy pushed up in the underground spot, but a triple stack over towards A. Guess where the bomb is? New York leaning towards this B site. And Kleenex hasn't gotten active on these flanks just yet. He's been playing very passive.
Oh.
Subliners are trying to suss out all this pressure.
They just made a large, loud call, the Subliners. And that's it, we're trying to get towards B. Kleenex, the first time we've seen him really be able to get engaged without being eliminated immediately. So, how effective can he be?
Well, and Kismet getting active as well. These are the men to pay attention to. Man's got 5 kills, and Kismet is basically in between the setup of Ultra. It is all about the timing. The bomb's going to go down. This is when Ultra, the arrows are going to start moving, but number 3 and number 6 have wild timing, and now Kismet versus Scrap on the minimap might have some as well. Scrap there to take him down.
That's a huge first blood. Number 6 might be the absolute savior. That's going to be Envoy in the deepest of routes. Timing is of the essence. Sib gets his. Envoy manages to pick up one of the flank, changes the play immediately. Right under the bomb site you go. Sib wins another one. 2 on the round. Brilliant work from him. Insight now on the dance. Clock's ticking. Hydra saves the round. The threat of Sib looming in the background, but it was Hydra this whole time they had to worry about.
And that is a round where like things were falling into place for Ultra. Weird timing on the flanks to go through. Scrap gives you that entry kill, but still they just make the higher IQ play. Hydra, as soon as Envoy falls, pokes his little head up like a gopher and just knows it's my time to shine.
3-0 thus far on 6-star. As you can see, the Subliners a lot more animated, a lot more energetic coming into this Sunday. Hydra's swearing in English as well, so you know they're having a great time.
And you just need an answer for Ultra. And that might be it. Kleenex able to give you the first blood. Ultra, there's no mind games being played. It's a 4-man stack. They're just trying to bully out this A site and get the bomb down. But Kismet 5 kills. He's got his team to back him up. The flank has not been spotted out yet. This is Insight's role and responsibility.
Checked everything. You've checked everything. Kismet is going to fly around this corner, hit the top stairs.
Got him. Easy.
And that is that. There is now a hole in the defense. Envoy, good luck.
Easy.
Can't get one. Kleenex, you're up next. The Subliner's onslaught continues. Another man down. Scrap, last alive. The New York Subliners rip Ultra limb from limb.
It's just bigger brains right now. Ultra, they're playing all of the standard spots. Insight back on the stairs. Kismet knows it was going to be there before Insight does. A 3v4, a perfect retake, and Ultra are getting outclassed.
Look, we've kind of seen this before. You and I have been here before. It's another classic Ultra versus Subliners matchup. And the worst possible way for Ultra fans. New York Subliners are in their heads. They are behind their backs. And they are absolutely on top of them in this match.
And they're just leaving them with shock in their faces as well. Similar strat to the round before on offense for the New York Subliners, getting a trophy down so nobody catches a sticky nade. And Ultra squaring up in the middle of the map. It's Kismet they're dealing with, and it's Kismet they will catch. Ultra again able to get the first blood. But the round ain't over yet.
Terrible news. Terrible news. Hydra's moving forward, bomb in his hand as well. So likely able to get the plant unless Insight can sort of snipe him from the back there. And if he can get the kill as well, it means no cruise. I'll be a bit more worried about the round, frankly, but here we go. Tags from Envoy. Will there be a nade from the elbow? That's the question.
He's trying to dodge it. Nothing's rolled through just yet. They're going to attack Insight.
They send it. They're in trouble. Trades are done. Looking for one more. Oh my word, the aggression here. We are showing little to no respect. All down to Hydra, 1v3.
I think he got spotted as well. They know no one can afford to die in this moment. You have to get the kill, and you have to make it clean. Insight on the cross.
Oh my.
Not gunned down, but yeah. Hydra is able to get out.
He's able to get out and reposition. Kleenex, hit this fast, don't let him regen. Here's the chow, gets the cruise! Ultra get the round though. Again, it's a consolation victory. Hydra somehow managing to pull one out there.
And again, that's finally a round where Ultra get on the board, and it's still a small loss. Just able to get that regen off, barely in time. Ultra certainly have their work cut out for them. And that's even with the first bloods rolling their way. Like the round before, they got 3v4 clutched on. They're digging deep for the strat. They attack the middle of the map. But right now, Subliners have one first blood and a 4-1 lead.
Yeah. Subliners, this is very much a dominant showing in map number 2. Attacking around for Ultra. 2 boys towards A. Oh, actually, no, 3. 1 man with the bomb, who's in a 1v2 situation now. Insight not going to play this terribly aggressively, surely. Doesn't know the bomb site's wide open. Sib on the elbow. They line up. A lot of damage dealt. Sky is going for it. Here comes the cruise. He's going to identify the bomb carrier as well and cause some problems. My. Trying to cause some splash damage off the side of the building. It's not going to matter, though. Insight 1v3 for map point.
Hey, they're just getting bullied. That is a perfect strat call, and Sky's a masterclass of just running away and letting the action come to you. Ultra, again, they are just getting punished right now. They have gotten nothing in this game.
Not at all. 5-1. 8-3 for Kiz. You name it, folks. It's all going right for the Subliners. Toronto woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. And New York have played them from start to finish here. Map point.
Yeah, and you gotta love the S&D from Kismet as well. We've always talked about his online versus LAN performances in the game mode. He is one of the best search players online. He has been one of the worst on LAN. Well, welcome to the end of the year. Kismet, a world champ for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go, one more round for the New York Subliners. You use the cruise, you still secure the round. You don't have it to play with here at the very least. Not an ideal start, an outstanding aim. Oh, okay, it's a little bit messy in the middle of the map, but it's still a man advantage, and holy moly, folks, it's done. That's the map, and that is an incredibly decisive 2-0 lead here in this elimination matchup. Ultra stunned, the New York Subliners smiling.
Yeah, Ultra getting snuffed out so far in this game. There has never been a moment where they have had any degree of control. Quite literally the most impactful player for Ultra on that round was a nade from Hydra on his own teammate. They've been keeping track of how many team kills they've had in the past 2 days. Hydra's been blooded, or not blooded, but team killed 3 times. Well, he's gotten 2 as revenge. He's playing catch up with his teammates.
He's playing catch up. It's always a competition, folks. And so far, this competition, particularly one-sided, 2-0. And the scoreline's very dominant indeed. We go to another map. But right now, you're feeling absolutely fantastic, New York Subliners. You've come to play today on this superb Sunday. And it is very good indeed. The stats not pretty whatsoever for Toronto Ultra.
Yeah, no, that is extremely typical. You had 4 first bloods coming out from Ultra and still only able to get 1 round win. Ultra, make no mistake, one of the best S&D teams we have in the game. They have a 7-2, now 7-3 record on 6-star. Not against the Subliners. Again, it is a creative team. They set the sort of bar when it comes to search and destroy in a LAN environment. And even where Kismet has struggled, well, 9-3 there in that moment. The Bulldog, he doesn't play.
He's not playing whatsoever. You need a tetanus shot after that big old bite. Ultra Karachi double dose. If you can stay alive in an Invasion S&D to show down. But the next control chance, a big one.
And these are the best case scenario for Ultra, at least in terms of the maps that they have. Being down 0-2 is terrible, but Karachi Control, they're one of the best, if not the best teams in the game, and the exact same thing can be said for Karachi Hardpoint. So a very big opportunity for these guys to be able to force the game 5, but right now it is a long way to go because they have had nothing to offer this team in yellow.
Nothing whatsoever, 2-0 as we go into our first break. Controlling the other side of this one, my good God, is it a shade of a championship final? We'll find out if the comeback is on for Toronto Ultra. Their composure will be tested after the break.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Scuff Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuff.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
A very one-sided affair so far in a lower bracket matchup to start this Sunday. But the New York Subliners, they've been here before and they've loved it. Toronto Ultra have been here before and they want to do everything they possibly can to get out of this situation. Well, the next chance they've got is Karachi. We're playing control and we'll find out if they can stay alive in this tournament.
And again, on a pick and ban front, this is best case scenario for Toronto Ultra. Better seed coming into the tournament. They get the Team A versus Team B advantage, so they get a fantastic control map for the team. However, bad news, I mean, we're just watching the New York Subliners players bounce around, smiles on their faces, senders having more fun than I've ever seen a human being have. So the vibes right now for the New York Subliners, maybe not an all-time high. I got to imagine it's higher when you slide that ring on your finger. But otherwise, these guys are feeling flawless.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Again, tremendous amount of composure from the Subliners. Have not given away a single advantage. They've managed to win some very difficult situations in the search and destroy. Ultra, again, a team with nearly limitless composure. Or at least on paper. We'll put that to the test here on this map.
They just haven't had a choice in the matter, though, right? There's never been a moment where they've been able to seize control of the game. Quite literally, from the opening break on Vista, Subliners have won it, and they have just been running the show. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 different cruise missiles as well earned just over the course of 2 maps. But again, if you're only paying attention to the records, it does not get better than #1 on attacking rounds, #1 on defense, and a nearly flawless record over the course of the year. Best case scenario for Toronto, but my God, are they going to have to dig deep.
Indeed. Well, again, on paper, you're in the happiest, safest place you could be, Ultra. If you can make the most of it, stay alive in this series. New York Subliners, they will defend first. A and B, 2 zones, 30 lives to defend them with.
And it's got as well. Yeah, nice start. You got the SMG running up top third, and you got your ARs waiting in the wing. So a perfect opening break there from Ultra. You even read the flank. So this is flawless, and this is Kleenex in his happy place. He gets a spawn kill.
He's so happy right now. You know, I know he's happy because he's smiling. So it finally gets brought down, though. 6 win streak on Karachi control has been snapped. Seattle, they got it done. Kiz and Hydra back on defense. A safe and sound, though. Over 2 minutes to play. It's a lifetime here, but that's an awkward gunfire that Kismet walks away with. And now Kismet is able to get some pressure on the attackers, allowing his boys to get across map. Those yellow arrows flying forward.
Yeah, look at how perfectly they're planted, too. Sib just skeet shooting through a wall, and that is a clean 4 down. You had a perfect opening break from Ultra the first time they have a little bit of momentum, and New York Subliners kill it immediately.
4, 5, you name it. Hydra up next. Cutting his way through the rubble of Karachi and straight into the heart of Toronto Ultra. Once again, trapped in their spawn. Next attempt to escape, Scrap finds 1, and that's good enough to help for now. Wonderful work from Kleenex. Again, an opening, finally some air in the lungs of Ultra.
And if they ever get past Skies, which there you go, now you're going to be able to get those close spawns rolling through. So a minute left on the clock. It took a long time to get to this situation. And when I said they're going to get the close spawns, I was incorrect. They got the coop spawn, or just about. They are going to be stuck. And if you're getting that spawn, that means you get maybe 2 attempts to try to win this round.
Yeah, now you just check the chem. Ooh. Couple of gunfights. Kiz traded out. Last man left alive is going to be Scrap. Inside watching the flank. Now pressure on towards the zone, and he can't make it across. That street a dangerous place, and Sib running it.
And that spawn is just not unlocking as well. Finally, actually, Scrap's able to get this back and in the mix. So all 4 players here. 30 seconds left on the clock. Toronto Ultra, if you have a hope of winning this round, you're going to have to make it fast. You at least trade out Hydra.
Yeah, trading out's good. 3v3 for now. 25 on the clock. Close spawns once again, so right back in the fight immediately. Go the attacking Team Ultra. Awkward situation again, though. It's Sib and Skies in the feed. They're massive damage dealt. Envoy brought down. 15 seconds. Kiz gets another, and it all falls to Scrap.
This is just brutal. 2 players, though, maybe to get nearby, but they're just losing every single key. Gunfight. Insight gets gunned down as well. New York Subliners, I mean, there is one word to describe their performance thus far in this series, and that is perfect. They lose the opening break. They get picked apart. You get a clean 4 down. You get Kleenex in spawn kill position. They cap that zone immediately. How do Subliners respond? A clean 4 down of their own. They introduce you to the spawn trap blender, and they never looked back. And by the way, Sib, maybe one of the more criticized players in the league, certainly the most criticized player on this New York Subliners team, is absolutely shooting in this series.
4. just over 1,000 damage as well. Wonderful work out of the subliners. Round 2, Ultra defense. New York had a fantastic close to that round, but it was the opener that was all Ultra. Will that be the other way round this time? On to A, slow and steady capture. Here comes the purple counterattack.
Eyes on Scrap as well. Envoy is going to have you on the cross, and Envoy delivers. Still, though, mixing it. So you have Hydra that's actually made it out towards this B zone, and easy reads for him. Gets the trade, the extra 2-piece that sort of buys you that space, and he's got Skies for a little bit of help.
He's staying alive. He's waiting for the double stack, and now you got numbers. Oh, perfect timing. Quick contest. Close to the zone. Insight, so sneaky. And now the A zone is safe. B, sorry.
Hey, and well, and Kleenex delivers. I was going to say, in the meantime, we're watching all the action over towards B. So subliners very much playing the idea of blowing this game out wide open. Have still already secured 2 ticks on the other zone, and they're still getting the kills. They are flowing, and Ultra are simply just behind.
Still got a lot of work done at A. Now you try to crack the back of B, but first, Insight left in a heap in the middle of that laneway. Kleenex trying to get it. Bad timing, Skies. Perfect work.
Oh, this is
3
too
down,
easy.
3 down. Insight left in a very bad spot. You've got to get over towards A. They're already there. The capture nearly complete. Now it is on to B, final segment, and a 2-man stack. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe what we are seeing. A final hit, but the round is over.
That is such a disrespectful round. I'm watching the desk have to scurry to get back in position because this series might end so much faster than anybody could have predicted. Still perfection. How disrespectful is that you get the clearance on B, you just leave 2 players there and say, hey, they could take on the entire Ultra squad. That's not a problem. Let's let the other guys deal over with that A zone. New York Subliners, not a single mistake is being made right now. This is flow state. They are outclassing Toronto Ultra. Again, there has not been a moment where it has been remotely close.
Not even remotely close. Again, this is a hard scripting. New York Subliners infallible on the attack. And their defense was great in the first round. That's right, the entire desk sat down in anticipation of this series maybe being over. That is unbelievable. Lovely start, though, from Toronto. Never quite done, and with another clean 4 down and the first segment at A gone.
Deja vu. Again, a perfect opening break from Ultra. They are digging deep in the old pocketbook of Strats, and I mean, coming out on top, certainly putting on the pressure.
Okay.
And maybe finally getting a rhythm. Kleenex behind 2 should be free for him, able to get it. Here we go.
Here we go. This is what we wanted. Violence. Let's go, Ultra. Give us a game. 3-man stack on B.
Oh
that zone is long gone. Kismet knows, has to try to get in there. Finds one. 2-man stack. Skies now on the pitch. Hydra through the front. And you manage to win it! Caesar Skies. Bueno saves the day.
That is unbelievable. Kismet learns from the best when it comes to the dolphin dives from the top rope. And now you still have the subliners. I mean, they're just swarming around both these zones. Kismet's going to be behind you maybe to get you off A. Scrap's going to at least catch Civ, but you still haven't got this zone.
Yeah, you're still fighting for it, but plenty of space here still. Looking towards B, though, that was where Kleenex tried to get his life involved. Insight's going to do the same thing, but here come the subliners. Push that front line forward, and it comes down to a couple of individual gunfights here, which so far, so good, are going the way of Ultra.
And you at Envoy started off this round 4 and 12, so we certainly made a comeback here, trying to set things apart for Toronto. 2 ticks already through. Number 3, maybe, going to fall in short order.
Oh, it's going fast, folks. We might be looking at another round. Here comes Civ. That's it. He finds 1 kill, but Ultra are able to maintain presence on the zone for the capture. Is this the sign of life? The first blip of what could be an earthquake.
We can hold off on the CPR for now. Villain Envoy starts off that round 4 and 12, a masterclass. This is the time where Ultra, again, twice now on the attacking rounds. Perfect opening break. They play with the food. That is subliners at the start of it, but able to reposition and keep things stable. Still, though, a long way to go. 1 round loss, and I mean, you pack your bags. That's a top 4 and a hot 3-0.
And a long way back to Toronto. Be back on this side of the world for champs in not too long, but you do not want to go there after a loss like this. Kleenex once again with that first blood. Ultra's defense not as sound as the subliners were able to spread them thin, capture multiple zones at the same time the last round. Let's see if they can do it again. As Hydra, unbelievably sneaky. Unbelievably sneaky.
He's got a player just above him too. Scrap.
Doesn't
well,
matter.
He shot, didn't even get a bullet off. Nightmare situation when you have to chase Hydra. Scrap, gone. Welcome to your spawn.
Here comes the next one. Ready? Ah, it was Kleenex, but the trades are there, and that's a big bit of work there from the Ultra Boys. Defense sound. A little bit of presence, just Skies for now in a corner, but you got a minute to go. Try not to let anything get out of hand here. Massive counterattack now as Subliners have sent it. They're going to B, and they're going away again.
And they just got every kill, so now you have to hop over to the dumpster. Envoy makes it out. Kleenex does as well,
God.
but into the arms of Hydra. Man plays like an angel.
He's just flowing. What sensitivity is he on? I need the settings. I need something. It doesn't make sense. He's melting teammates over the top. He might be able to check this one out. Again, wicked work from both teams, but this time the defense is just a little bit meaner. Only 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, but still, they're just fighting over towards the B zone. I don't know if they're going to have to recollect and eventually go towards A. Hydra maybe playing with that idea, but as Kismet is snapping that 2 in the feed, you can keep this pressure on.
Still alive. Again, A, no one's going for A. A's like, yeah, we'll get that later, don't worry. We really want B zone.
They might be chalking it up. If I just play in the cutoffs, that means every single player from Ultra is going to be stacked over towards the site. Kismet now going to get back on it. So they are playing the safe game, and they have the timing perfect. Hydra always in the right spots.
He's got eyes on the Scrap as well, who passes it over to Sib. Instant kill there. This is going to be a minute and 25 on the clock, and you've got everyone lined up on the inside here. Ultra cannot lose these fights this close to the zone.
This is for their tournament, and only 11 lives remaining. Ultra going to have to dig deep, and they've done so. You've at least taken care of Hydra in your spawn, but Kismet might be the next man in line. What a stun grenade to back him down.
Time to push, time to go, Ultra. Trying to fight your way out of spawn, get yourself into the next set of fights. Find a bit of defilade and just dig in, boys. Nice one from Scrap once again. Ultra are far from done here. 1 minute to play.
Yeah, and Subliners, though, they're going to be knocking on the door. They're getting the close side spawn as well, and 50 seconds left. And again, 9 lives remaining. They might be able to do this as a round of TDM.
Scary situation from inside. Again, your tactical retreat back and towards the alleyway of the zone. You have to win that fight. Skies gets one on the inside of the map. And Scrap now on the cross. Huge moment. Hydra gets some damage in. Scrap has got to find a few more kills here. Here come the Subliners. One final attack, one final break. Here we go. In on towards the zone. Kiz on the back line. Sib gets his. That's it. Ultra down. All on the Skies trying to stay alive.
Envoy's doing a great job, though, being a nuisance. The Skies not going to have that quick support. Envoy's going to be cutting off all these reinforcements or flooding them in through the middle of the map, so the positioning is perfect, but 4 lives remaining. This is their final stand.
Toronto Ultra. Major 4.
3.
On the line. 20 seconds. Will the Subliners breach the deeping wall? They have, they're in. Kismet on the contest.
Gone.
Hydra brings down another. Insight and Kleenex, the last men left standing, and they're fighting so far. Hydra, though, 4th they go in the tournament, and another unbelievably decisive victory over their rivals, Toronto Ultra.
That is some absolute slammage as well. Give Ultra their best maps. Who actually cares? Definitely not the New York Subliners. I mean, that was just a nightmare level performance rolling through. Quite literally, almost not a single moment where Ultra had anything in the tank, any response for them. Outclassed, outgunned, outplayed, the hottest of 3-0s.
Unbelievably frustrating for the Toronto Ultra boys. They're the fans as well. You've been in a situation like this before where New York Subliners just feel like your kryptonite. There is not a lot you can do, and every decision you make seems to go awry. Every gunfight you take seems to go the other way. We've been watching this Toronto Ultra team find success up and down throughout this NW3 season. And it has to be said, Chance, word to Christopher Tunn, they don't look terrible going into champs. New York Subliners still have their number, and that 3-0, a stinger as they walk out of the tournament.
Yeah, and look, we got the trophy near the main stage as well. New York Subliners gonna have that in their sights. And for Ultra, that might be a moment of demoralization going into champs, because again, it just wasn't close. They get their best maps. The Subliners have just leveled up their gameplay. They rise to the occasion. The Lanimals at the end of the year looking to replicate the exact same success that you had. The script writers, well, they're keeping it interesting.
Thank you very much. I've been working all night on that one. 3-1 final score on Karachi. 3-0 the final score in the series. And yes, that was an absolute slamming. That's objectively a slamming. 154, 1-1 Ultra, barely able to get anything going in any of the maps, folks. Yeah, it looked a little bit like Champs Finals last year. It just did. That's what I'm saying. It just did. It just did.
Can't mess with Kismet, man. And again, they have a 2-2 like record against each other on the year, but online it's 2-0 Ultra. On land, it is a 6-0 map count now from the New York Subliners. They're not fearful of this matchup at all.
As they shouldn't be. A very, very strong showing there from the New York Subliners. And I would imagine a degree of anxiety now for FaZe and LAG, who will be playing each other in a moment. They now have to go up against that squad, who are well and truly in the flow state. More of that later, though, folks. Who's guy got over there? Ha, 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 ha. There's only one man he could have over there. It is actually Kismet. They're not ready to go just yet, folks. But what would you ask Kismet, Chance?
Maybe what he had for breakfast. How easy was that matchup? Did he know it was going to be 3-0? Did he expect any sort of pushback or competition from Ultra? Have they leveled up their gameplay going into champs? Do they think they're going to win the tournament? You could ask him so many things. It's the Bulldog.
That's a lot of questions there for the Bulldog. But yeah, very, very exciting series there for the Subliners. Congratulations to them. They will advance further in the tournament. And Guy Blaze, you ready to roll? No, they're doing stuff with the lights over there. Folks, do you want a tour? Do you want a tour of this room? No, I've been told we've got to go to the interview. Okay, well, it's time to go to Blaze up in the tops of the stage with the Bulldog himself. Take it away, brother.
I got the king of the pound here, Kismet. And New York Subliner fans, make some noise in the chat here as they stay alive on Sunday. And Kismet, Chance wants to know, what did you eat for breakfast today? What's gotten you frying so hard as you are today?
Nothing crazy. I just had like eggs. Some like hash browns, ketchup. I love ketchup.
Protein and carbs with a little sweetness on it with the ketchup. Now, one thing that was sweet for you was this map cycle. What was the thought process going into it? You know, I saw 3 maps at the end of that in which we saw Toronto Ultra play last night against Surge. You know, did you guys feel like you can get a leg up on them right there when you picked them out?
I mean, I guess the vetoes went in our favor. We kind of expected it. We're just playing maps that we're confident on, and it played well today. So.
Definitely did play well. Were you expected the S&D to be as easy as it was going up against them, making that a 6-1?
I wouldn't expect maybe a 6-1, but I mean, my aura against that team is insane. I don't know. I think I'm 11-0 since champs. I don't know. They need to win a map, so.
Hey, they definitely do. And champs is coming up, and you guys have been firing off on all cylinders. The offense is looking absolutely fantastic. Talk to me a little bit about Skies, man, and what he's been doing for you and the squad. Every time I'm watching him play, sometimes I see him slaying. Sometimes I see him with a 1.0 KD and 2 minutes of heal time. How monumental is he to the squad?
Caesar's a beast. I mean, he's a really good player of adapting to how the map is flowing for us. If we're frying, he's getting the hill time and he's blocking spawn, stuff like that. So Caesar's a very key component to why we win. So.
All right, well, we're going to see if you guys can continue to go on through this tournament and get a big dub. What do you want to say to the NY New York Subliner fans out there that's been supporting you?
Well, first, I need to shout out Troy because he wanted me to shout him out. The guy's going nuts back here. He's the loudest guy in the venue. But to the fans, love you guys. Let's keep going.
All right, let's keep going, Subliner fans. That's going to do it for me and the Bulldog. Chris, let's get it going.
Thank you, Guy Blaze. Congratulations to Kismet and the Subliners. You are powering into the top 3 once again. And if you looked at the recent numbers, you have 3rd, 2nd. Is this the tournament? They get a 1st place, Alley Cat.
Absolutely. I think this is a perfect setup for them right now. The only problem is that they're in the elimination bracket, and should they have to play Atlanta FaZe, it all depends the kind of showing they give us versus LAG.
Well, in theory, they'll have to play Atlanta FaZe either in the losers bracket or the grand finals. Nameless. Let's take a look at the highlights, though, here from our losers semis. This was our top 4 teams fighting for top 3, and the Major 1 champs are packed up in just 3 maps.
Yep, they sent them packing. New York said, I can do everything you can do, but better. They played them on some of their best maps, games 2 and 3, and even in that map 1 hardpoint, that's a map where New York have been great on, but we saw the vision for this roster, what we were expecting out the gates. Skies with 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the hill, and Sib dropping a bomb, double positive, picked up some streaks, 30 plus kills, and a whole lot of damage, the most in the lobby. This is the New York fans expected coming into the season.
Yes.
They found it. This is the play style that you want to see. Skies being the role player. You saw Kismet mentioning it in that post-game interview. It's the right time to do it.
Yesterday, Toronto came out of the gates hot against Miami. Tonight, they get shut down. Allie, why is this New York squad such an issue for Toronto in the mirror matchup?
The issue for this matchup is the fact that the SMGs can hang with each other. And if Kleenex and Envoy aren't on their A game, but Kismet and Hydra are, it's going to make the map that much more difficult, especially when your main Slayer and Scrap had a really slow start.
And remember, this is one of the rare occasions where Scrap was shut down.
Yeah.
Like, he got cooked map number 1, went 2-7 game 2, and really didn't do a whole lot in the map number 3. So we may not see too many series where that happens. And if there is a team that could do it, it's the New York Subliners. They've shown it on land multiple times.
I love these graphics. We started with 12. We are down to 3. LAG, Atlanta FaZe, and these Subliners who earn your Scuff Play of the Game. Let's take a look at your SMGs in Search and Destroy, Allie. Is a 3.0 or 7.0 more impressive?
I think 7. That's a bigger number.
Let's go to 10.0
if we're
between
gonna
these
go
two.
with that. Yeah, the SMGs were lighting it up for New York Subliners. I mean, I knew that their Search and Destroy was looking clean, but this 6-1 versus Toronto was just insane. They only got 3 first bloods during this map, but it didn't matter. The teamwork was on point and the slang was on point. Hydra and 7-1, Kismet 9-3. The S&D Bulldog is back.
I mean, the retakes were just downright flawless, and then there was no answer on the side of Toronto Ultra for the pushes over towards Statue by New York. Like, players getting loose mid, Kismet, they just couldn't track down, and if he's making plays like that, you know Hydra's going to get slippery. You can't give that guy any space on the map, and when that duo's laughing at you, you're not having a good time at Search.
Subliners are having a great start to their championship Sunday, but this is the end of the regular season for Toronto Ultra. Let's take a look at our overall standings with where Toronto lands after all of the action. First place, 100 points back at Major 1. Top 4 got them 45 at Major 2. They got second back at Major 3. And here at Major 4, you're going out in 4th place. That means New York is still in the mix. Atlanta is still in the mix, and Nameless, believe it or not, we've got the local legends, LAG, with an opportunity to head to our championship match.
Yeah, I mean, we got a banger set up right now. LAG has been able to beat FaZe on the season. We'll see if they can do it once again.
I just hope the New York Subliners are able to pull off one of the most insane elimination bracket runs of all time. I think the last time we seen that was literally LAG with the Slasher roster making that elim run.
Chat, show some love to my analyst here. Both of them called the Subliners. They are still tied at 155 correct predictions. Are you guys going to differ in the next segment?
Yeah, she's going LAG.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
LAG?
You said you were going to dye your beard purple. I feel like you have to go LAG.
Oh, nobody heard that. It was.
No, I definitely heard that. That was
beard
at the end of the show yesterday. You can go back to the timestamp. I did not make that up.
That's what I'm told. When we're ready for commercial, we will be sending it there. In fact, they're ready right now. So we're going to break. When we come back, it is that Winners Bracket Finals, a best of 5 between the number 1 seeded on the season, Atlanta FaZe, and number 6, LAG.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Champs Tracer Pack is available now. The bundle includes the Reaper Operator Skin, Ripper Weapon Blueprint, Death Stare Weapon Blueprint, Cuts Deep Charm, 2 calling cards, 2 emblems, and 2 weapon stickers. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in-store now using Call of Duty points.
That's the problem. You gave them all the time in the world, and now Ultra have set themselves up perfectly for the barbershop hardpoint. The apartments, the alleyways, all the nooks and crannies are now full of Canadians.
And you have a BZ at 9-22, and this is only a 20-point game. You're looking at big plays in the final moments, but Envoy takes down 2.
Envoy the front line.
Marnie or top guy?
Wait, I think they're probably working, eh?
Yeah, they have Deddy, by the way.
Nice. Sheesh, bro.
Good
Hold that.
Sheesh. Okay,
Bro, my POV that.
Welcome to the Esports Report. On this week's show, we cover the current COD League standings.
Back him up, make it on the plays, it's Grim 6.
House is solidified. Now it's about getting that championship. We know how that momentum can get you the ring. And look at that trophy. What's
It's
that?
the best in
That's
Call of Duty
20
history.
right there.
We did pretty good in Black Ops 2. I think that thing is better. Let's take a look though at the catch.
Standy will get free info here onto Assault. Quickly finds the kill. No. He's Whoa! He's going for the assassination. Didn't hold the button down long enough. And Assault says not so fast.
Let me tell you right now, these guys play every day. You should know you cannot assassinate someone when they are a little bit taller than you on the map. And unfortunately, the 1 down doesn't work, but we know them hands from Assault. They are definitely warm. 2 punches right to the chest to take down Standy.
You just to the staircase. You're gonna be getting pinched.
I have no ammo. I have to push up.
Yeah, you just dead.
I'm billis.
And just don't line up with me.
I had no ammo, bro. Dude, that's so tough, bro. I had no ammo, bro.
All right, hey chat, watch this. All right, let's go play the game. Let's take a look at this bad.
Bickle now. Last one up.
He's got a trophy though, right? He threw a trophy out.
Might do
He
it.
threw a trophy out.
Might do it.
I think this might be too slow. Either way, he got it.
Oh, he does get it. Yeah, it was too slow. He gets it. He just hops it right away. Nobody checks the bomb.
All shadows. Ground team is mobile. Keep them covered.
Eyes watching for the opposition. Out there crushing any competition. Long range, yeah, I got the vision. When I'm in the trenches, anyone can get it. I'm with the team when they need me. Or out on a dolo mission. They get rocky riding on this road to riches. If I catch you slipping, then it's over finished. War, ready, crew, coming through heavy. Aim steady, lights out as the gorillas. Not any winner, one out of many. Fine talents, empty, lights out as the gorillas.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Work with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom. Back with a vengeance, I show you the ropes. Beast in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Welcome back in for your Winners Bracket Finals live at Major 4. We have the Gorillas taking their home field advantage over Atlanta. Let's take a look as our 8th seed enters this matchup with just a 6-1 map count. They've only drawn one map, and that was back to Toronto in round 1. On the other side, though, Atlanta FaZe, a perfect record, 2 matches down. They already sent subliners down to the elimination bracket, ready to send LAG as they continue on a 6-0 run. Welcome in, everybody. We've got Alley Cat and Nameless at the desk, and I want to start with you, Nameless. Let's look at this Atlanta FaZe squad. We talked about MVP candidates. There were 3 players in the top 3 KDs, all from this team.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's still up in the air after the last performance by Abizi. It's now him, Simp, and Abizi. We don't know which one it will be, but if they continue that, it's going to be very difficult. These guys have been unbelievable. I mean, they set out with one goal throughout the stage to fix their search and destroy. It has been fixed. They've been playing every map, going anywhere with every team on their best maps, and still winning all of their series. And you can see so far, it's been perfect. 2-0, 6-0 on maps with a dominant hardpoint margin, first in breaking, the search and destroy as well. Number 1 everywhere.
Do they have a weakness, Allie?
I don't know if they really have a weakness right now. Maybe need to clean up some of their hardpoint setups. Before the series yesterday, they were the second last in the league when it came to those post setups once they get the break. But for Atlanta FaZe, they're still winning hardpoint, especially when the slaying has been going their way. So really, there's nothing to exploit.
You look at the numbers, first in round wins. You got Control first in round wins. This team has been so good throughout Major 4. They had a small slip up in the qualifier against Toronto, but they have righted their wrongs, looking to raise another trophy. On the other side, Gorillas just wanted to be at champs. They knew they had to keep pace with all the other bubble teams. They popped that bubble. They secured the job on just day number 2. Now we look at Flames, Estriel, DiamondCon, and Fame entering a matchup with nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, these players right here, they've done a great job. And they need to recognize, like, it's not luck, it's not privilege that they're here. They earned it. They went really hard. They knew they had a goal to make it into champs, and they've been playing some good Call of Duty, man. The Search and Destroy has been clean. The Hardpoint 3-0 here at this tournament, and the players are stepping up as well. That man you just saw on your screen in Flames, he's been the guy that we've been waiting to have the pop-off performance. Well, when they needed him to close out the series of Control yesterday, he dropped almost a 40 bomb. So these guys have come to play, and you can't count them out.
Alley Cat, as we take a look at our Monster Energy pregame, we see that Search is their strength, but I was surprised by the hard points. Can the Gorillas keep pace with another Power 4 squad in Atlanta? We've got our maps and modes ready to go. It'll be 6-star and Vista, the newest maps in this series.
I don't see why not. LAG was able to take both hardpoints versus Toronto Ultra on day number 1 when they were the best respawn team in the game, and they're gonna get that 6-star that they beat them in the map for as the map 1 in this series. So definitely some opportunity for LAG.
Nameless, tell me the story. How does LAG get this done?
Yeah, well, they have to stay calm, right? Because out the gates, like, it's going to be a little bit tough of a series. Their avenue to victory here is in that Game 5. They're dying for the 6-star. They've been great there. And then that Vista Game 4, you're probably going to have to win that as well. So somewhere early on, they got to steal a map and try to make it to Game 4.
I'm hoping we see another 5-game banger. We saw a Game 5 round 11. Will we get deep in this series, or will Atlanta continue to have a perfect run through the winner's bracket? It's time to lock in our Scuff Pick'ems. Alley Cat name was still out in front, which means I get to go first. I'm going Atlanta FaZe in this one, Alley Cat.
Wow.
Really, Chris? I'm so proud of you. I'm also going Atlanta FaZe in this series.
Nameless?
And listen, if LAG somehow steal that 6-star hardpoint map 1, like, this series becomes so interesting, but I just don't see it happening, so I'm going to go with Atlanta FaZe.
We're locked in here at the desk, fans. Let us know in the chat, who do you got in our winner's bracket finals? It kicks off right now.
Whoever we play, like, we're going to be bringing our 100%.
The entire squad at 30 plus.
Oh, no, you're out, buddy.
Estriel again.
Let's go.
Go. Oh my God! What am I watching? Draws is a lunatic. They have outslayed them. They have fried them.
I mean, it's going to be a challenge, but we've had 2 challenges already, and we're looking forward to a 3rd one. So.
Here we go, locked in now for Championship Sunday. 4 teams remain, 3 teams remain. I lied already. Sometimes you do the first match, one's already gone, Joe. And while we were talking in the back, that was an interesting one. Like,
yeah, you asked me on the drive, and I don't know, I just had this feeling about New York, man. They seem to be having fun, and sometimes with Ultra, it's like the first match of the day, and they just, like, randomly get mollywopped.
When they lose, like, badly.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it happened again.
I don't know. Yeah, it continues to happen. But, yeah, no, I was like, we're probably going to have like Ultra FaZe final, right, Joe? He's like, nah, Subliners probably win. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Sure enough, Joe's usually right. But no, we get ready for this one now. Not the winner's final bracket or what winner's final match you expected. Like, I did not think LAG was going to be here. I thought it was shocking when they beat Ultra in the round 1. Now they find themselves all the way here, and like, hell yes, why not make this run? When we've asked them against Breach Online, they had that 3-0. We were like, I don't know if they look really good or if it's Breach or struggling, but like, I might be convinced they're a good team.
Yeah, and Atlanta FaZe, they love to play their social game, obviously. You know, Christian Tucker playing the less fraudulent purple team here in the winner's final. And yeah, I mean, these guys have had some matchups, right? You and I were talking about LAG. They've been known to catch Atlanta FaZe by surprise. This time, though, it's a little bit different, right? We were talking with Crowder, and he was just sort of saying, listen, I'm telling the guys, it does not matter who is here. They are here for a reason. They have been playing well. They've beaten one of the best. We got to bring it here today.
Yeah, I think he even jokes about the guys like talking about champs or, you know, talking about ESWC, talking about different events. He's like, focus on this, shut up. Like, let's lock in. We need to win this major. Everything is here. And he knows, listen, they've had their struggles on Sunday. The fact they get here every time is incredible, but they need to close this tournament out. It's theirs to lose.
Yeah, here you're going to see the overall record for 6-star on the year throughout the stage, 4-0 for Atlanta FaZe. LAG, they got their 1 win this stage. So they started out 0-5. They didn't win. It's always a tough choice, I think, in the vetoes. You know, FaZe take away that Karachi. Do you want to go to sub base? You want to go to 6-star? They choose 6-star.
Well, to 6-star we go. The Tiny Terrors leading the way, 1-2 in KD overall. Hell, Cell right up there with them, but they're the ones that'll kick it off into this map number 1. For now, though, Estriel's POV. To Diamond Con we go to see what these Gorillas can do. It's been spectacular to see it. You know, they had that insane run years ago. Different players, same, or can they do it again?
Yeah, I mean, this has just been a team effort. It really has. If you look at the first series, Estriel really stuck out. The second series, I think everyone really had their moments, but Flames, I think maybe his best match in that winner's round 2 since they've added him.
Well, Celium will get the pick out of the point at least, but we're going to start to focus now on the rotation. Draza going to be here first for FaZe. Draza doing work for FaZe. Shouting dead, getting kills, and receives one from his teammate Simp to take him out of him. But great work there to get them in an aggressive position now for Atlanta FaZe. We'll see if Simp can keep going to work as he is finding everything else.
I mean, they hit this stun. I don't know where the comms were there for LAG, but he turns it into a double. A teammate into a double right there out of Simp. Just a great play. Estriel does spawn out. It looks like Celium knows that may be, or maybe possible. Actually, he's going to get bad timing in turn. Now 2 dead for FaZe. Back over to Draza and Simp.
And they're the ones that got them into the point. Are they going to be the 2 that can hold on to the point? 2 players still remaining here for Gorillas. You're still spawning close if you are FaZe. You're just trying to keep them pinned in if you're Gorillas. And you hope to get as much of the time as possible, but FaZe will get back on through. Draws trying to snap in between 2 players. Some damage into 1, set Simp up for 2 more. Who's out to 7-4, make it 8-4, make it, I thought, number 9. Getting it done. That would have been like one of the first times I've seen like a rival kill into a Renetti kill into an MCW kill. That would have been sick.
Yeah, would have been sick. Now, he does spot out Estriel, so Estriel's actually in a really good spot here to help with this first push. So, due to Simp getting so aggressive, you know, 1 player spawns out. Now it's a clean 4 dead. So it allowed LAG to get some cutoffs maybe they wouldn't have had.
Cell starting slow at 1-6. Diamond Con currently on a heater, but as soon as I say it, Simp will get in, find the kill, and maybe be the opening. The pinches start to develop. There are 2 players spawning in deep for Gorillas, trying to get back into it. You're trying to cut off the cutoffs and the reinforcements if you can for Atlanta FaZe. 1 person still into the point. You're able to get 3 down. Still got bodies here. Simp still battling inside, but you always have 1 extra body, and it's been Estriel. Lead is over to Gorillas, now up 10.
Yeah, I mean, what, 20 seconds left in the yo at this. You have the close spawns, but number 6 Avizi right away hit a route to rotate towards that P4, but Fame's gonna win it. Diamond Count on the other side. So you're winning it on both sides. You're gonna have 2 players that win position. Draws in Simp ready for this P4, but a nice lead from LAG.
Yeah, I mean, really since that opening from Simp and Draza into 2, it's been all Gorillas. Like, there have been some incredible stretches. Now you try to answer back if you are FaZe, or does Estriel send them right back to the blender? Getting into the point there for the contest. Simp and Celium up, and Simp another multi-kill as he's out to 13, leading the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, Celium gets a big kill. He's only got 4, but that one was massive. Diamond Count, he's trying to set up the pinch. Doesn't happen, and then everyone else wins the gunfights. Now you have a great setup. You're right back into the game, and Simp, he is going on 14, as you said.
And he's got a 1.44 coming into this one, and playing a team like LAG, which he can obviously pop off against. Depending on how today goes, he's in the conversation for, like, you know, those highest KDs in a bracket play with, like, formal aches. Those guys have those insane runs. How you've been on a team with part of that. We'll see if he can do it. He's got to close out today, but he is frying.
Yeah, he's trying to win that MVP. No doubt about it.
He's on pace for it.
He absolutely is. Selling you to have 2 to deal with. But, I mean, through this first rotation, you keep it, but you have the lead if you are LAG. So, you're finding some of this scrap time in these hills. You're breaking some of these early setups, and they do it here again at P1.
Well, outside of Simp, everybody's negative, right? You're double negative to your Cell. You're right around even your draws into BZ, but you haven't really had like a hot game if you are FaZe so far. It's really just been the side up Simp. Now as we get into the second rotation, like, where do you need improvements if you're FaZe, and how do you stay ahead if you're LAG?
Well, I think if you're LAG, yeah, I think maybe win some more earlier rotations. It felt like a lot of the times they were the teams trying to have those breaks, and on the other side for FaZe, it's just, there was just a couple of slip-ups. I think at the P2 and the P3. We'll see if they can lock in on their gameplay.
Well, you got 4 in a row there before you drop if you are a BZ. Right back over to Simp's POV. He's going to be maybe working for spawns, trying to get the deep push around as a setup for P2. So he's going to be the one taking a big route. Gorillas are going to be the one set up early and trying to hold basically a tie game. Let's go to a listen-in, though, now with Los Angeles Gorillas.
All good, all good. I'm going to try and get blue control. Come with me, blue. Someone come blue with me. I will spawn.
Gotcha. I'm jumping across. I don't see him top blue. Do not see him top blue. Going back fast. Not bad.
Gotcha middle or open.
About to slide out.
No trophy.
Time. Dead. Time. One shot. Nice. Kitty. Last guy front. I spawned back. I'm gonna refill mid. Yeah, I'm refilling towards mid.
I'm looking for
underwood, nothing underwood, just
watching my vent.
Did anything mid? One mid. Open steps, I think. DJ.
We should have vent.
DJ top blue.
Still looking for a BZ.
Blue can go vent.
Oh, he's rather two front,
two mid. Three front, one vent.
Three front, one vent. Actually, BZ went
open. Vent and kitty.
Yeah, he's close time.
All good. Give him I got toxin close.
I'm gonna go kitty.
Hated it. He's on the
Someone
back
blue.
side.
Yeah, I am.
We can time, draw the
Good job, guys.
Chuck hitting me. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Challenge.
Nothing back right. I'll check left.
Not close.
Close right.
We can
Close right. Nice job. That was fine. Alright, take your time. One break here.
Yeah, I'm up in mid right now. I'm up mid. BZ's in P1.
Inner P2.
I think he pushed our side P1. He could be front blue now.
Still on the P2 wall.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna still play mid, bro. You guys trying?
Heard. You saw me. I don't see front corner. I hit. I stun him on half wall.
Yeah, when you BZ,
Nade, give me a second.
Out of right wood.
Nice. I think half wall.
I got one front. You guys go front.
It's too late. I was already there.
I'm contesting. I don't see him circle. He's close time. Close time, half health.
I needed circle.
He's close left.
Close left.
White and left.
Behind the bar. All good.
Yo, 30 on
one
this.
shot simp.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna take early row.
Got you. Both ARs are close on time.
Setting up, meeting it.
Over the wall.
I think he bumped the wood.
Yeah, they did.
I'm trying to wood.
Yeah, he's laying out close to front, Tiki. Nice job, guys.
Well, Joe, the tail end of that, you just say to me, well, there's the hold.
Yeah, I mean, you got the 40-point lead. You were looking for this, maybe try to find some scrap time if you are LAG. I mean, listen, LAG, there's some, I really like their comms, just very calm. Like, they'll have a conversation.
I hear you.
Yeah, right, they're just kind of talking it out. You hear Fame in there, but yeah, they play as a group, but unfortunately, Atlanta FaZe finally get one of those full 60s there at P3.
This will push out the largest lead we've seen them able to get to. Time to answer back at Statue. We'll see if they can do it. Nice pickup on to Simp, who is going to be the pinch man in through office. Going on the underground route, that will be a BZ. What kind of timing is he going to find? He's at least able to get one. That's going to shift focus to the next player up to deal with it, and you trade that out. A BZ nearly with 2. And those are the moments I think you have to stop them. Like, you're Simp, you're a BZ, you're Cell, you're Draws. I mean, they have a lot of talent. The multi-kills, you got to trade as best you can.
Yeah, that would have absolutely led to a break. It still might. The BZ right back into it. The stun hits. There's the multi-kill you were talking about from over the top. Is Cell trying to put shots in. Great beams out of Estriel there with the rival from up top. We'll keep this a 50-50 hard point.
That's another way to deal with the multi-kill.
Yeah.
Just come back with one of your own with some absolute beams there at range. 40 points between them. Final 10 seconds. Gonna go the way of FaZe. Number 1 and 2 and KD coming in this, and BZ and Simp, they're leading the way at 26 and 22 kills respectively. We get ready to go back to mid-map. And Simp, he's the one picking up poolside. Now looking to help their min. But he got the position here through the cut. You can see eyes on the cross. Needs into the point, but he gets ripped, relies on the rest of his teammates to step up, and it's 4 straight from Cell.
Yeah, it just feels like the second half of this game, they have really gotten to their flow, right? The game, again, there was a couple of spawns that allowed LAG through that first rotation, maybe to break some of the setups this time. Not really happening. The
When you alone, you hit my phone.